Hi, welcome to Not Without My Sister, the Minisode. Today's topic is why Rosemary's looking so slovenly ever since she got engaged. Rosemary, I really feel like you've let yourself go now that you have a ring on your finger.
Slovenly. I've done my hair and everything. Although I did dip one entire side of my hair into my cup of coffee approximately 5 minutes ago. So there's a very crusty and caffeinated side of hair here.
Oh, I'm sure you immediately threw that cup of coffee in the bin, did you?
Yes, Beatrice. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I got engaged. But right after I got
Congratulations.
Thanks. Right after I got engaged, we were going to call over to your house to get the crutches. That was the whole reason I was going to call over and never got the crutches.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to call over to your house to get the crutches and you were like, it's fine. Now that you're engaged, we can't scare Brandon off. And I was thinking poor Brandon for the last 6 months has seen nothing but me in my PJs.
I literally wasn't joking when I was thinking to myself, poor Brandy, the picture of you, with your foot in a brace, whatever, foot swollen on a cushion, in the most attractive lemon yellow PJ bottoms.
They're sweatpants. They're actually for outdoors.
Yes, and he comes in and still proposed to you. I mean, and now, basically, you don't even have to try anymore because now you've got him. Now he's yours.
You're right, although I am still trying a little bit because I'm he could change his mind between now and the wedding. Although, hilariously, his son yesterday said to me, I was cooking dinner and his son said, I was cooking these things from HelloFresh, pork flautas, and William goes, do you like these? And I said, I don't know, I hope so. And he goes, does Dad like them? And I said, I don't care if he likes them or not, I just hope I like them. And William looks at me aghast and goes, but you're marrying him. And I went, well, maybe. And he went, you said you would.
What was God love him. What was the conversation? Remember when you first moved over here and you were in the car with Nash? What was it Nash said about you not being married?
No, that was Bo. Bo said something about, are you married? It was before I'd moved over, wasn't it? And it was Nash said something offensive as well that's coming to me now. But Bo said something like, are you going home to your husband? And I said, no, I don't have a husband. And he went, what do you mean? And I said, I don't have a husband. And he goes, but who's the dad in your house? And I went, there is no dad in my house. And he goes, you mean you live alone in your home? What? He goes,
yes.
You live in your house alone? I was like, yes, Bo. Nash's one
little
was...
does he know that's my dream. I'm like, God, lucky Rosemary living in her house alone.
Nash's one was, he said something like, I was driving home from downtown. This is pre-COVID. We'd been to the hairdresser or something and I was driving him home. And I said something like, I'd love to buy one of these houses. And he said, what's your house like? And I said, what do you mean? I don't own a house. And he goes, oh, no wonder you're single.
Oh, that was it.
I think that was only when he was 8 years old, maybe even 7. It's what?
And now, Rosemary, you showed those preteens.
Now I've shown them all.
Even you have gotten engaged. Thank God. I'd say Mom is so relieved. Mom is now saying things like, oh, well, thank God she's not even 35. But you are you not?
I am 35. Yeah, I'm 36 next month.
Yeah, I'd say Mom is praying, thanking the Lord she doesn't have an aged singleton on her hands.
I mean, she still has an aged singleton.
Although also heartbroken that we marry two Americans.
I know.
It's downgrading the collective IQ. No offense to Americans listening. Hope Don listens to this one.
I was listening to the boys. They were playing Among Us today, and one of them decided to call himself Poopy Pants or something. And they were having the most ridiculous conversations. They were like, Poopy Pants is dead. I'm going to kill Poopy Pants. Poopy Pants is over there. And I turned to Brandon and I was like, I don't think they're going to be competitors on the intelligence scale. But they could be.
Oh, I'd say that went down really well with somebody's kid. People love hearing that kind of stuff about their kids.
Well, listen, Brandon actually laughed. The two of us have been listening to them talk about Poopy Pants for hours.
He laughed and he probably then slid his eyes sideways, cheered the ring on your finger, wondering how hard that would be to wrestle off her swollen finger. Swollen ankle.
He'd have a better time now trying to cut my entire hand off. He'd never get it off. But anyway,
So,
listen.
Do you feel different, Rosemary? This is what I texted you the day after you were engaged. Do you feel different now that you don't even have to try anymore? You've achieved your goal. The goal you had, moving to America, you've made it. Now, do you feel different?
Sorry, I would just like to clarify for anyone listening to this who thinks you're being serious. That was not my goal. I was actually.
It's kind of your goal, sort of your goal now.
When we got engaged, I was going to upload a picture of the ring and say Operation Green Card is going well, and then I was like, maybe that's not that funny. I thought it was very funny, but then I thought maybe it wouldn't go down that well.
Is it funny tinged with truth? Because didn't you call me the next day and ask for all of the forms that you would need for your green card?
You were literally making that up. How do you pluck these things out of your arse? No, I did not. Oh my God. I really hope anybody listening to this, that did not happen. You're such an absolute head wrecker. So annoying. Oh. Anyway.
So
what I was going to say was that the proposal, right, completely came out of nowhere. And not only did it come out of nowhere, but it came with a ring. And I would always have said previously that I didn't want, that I would like to pick the ring, and that I also thought it was really corny when people were surprised by proposals. Because I was like, surely if you're together, you would have talked about it. And you would have discussed, well, we talked about it in that we talked about getting married.
You guaranteed to him that if he proposed to you, you would say yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I didn't guarantee. I signed the docket. No, but we had discussed it. I would say he knew that I would say yes, but still it came out of nowhere. And then it was so nice. It was so romantic.
I mean, does he know that 2 days prior you were contemplating murdering him and leaving him?
Why, what was he doing? I mean, I contemplate that at least once a day.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, 2 days prior you were like, maybe this isn't it. Maybe this isn't going to work out. Maybe he's not appreciating me enough. Do you remember?
It was 2 months prior, maybe.
It was 2 days prior. Do you remember you had a full conversation? But I mean, do you now feel is it as annoying, or do you now feel when you look at him, at least before you had the ability to flee, right? In your mind, you were like, I could leave at any minute, apart from the fact that you have a broken leg, no crutches, no car.
I am trapped. You're correct.
I know, but now are you thinking to yourself, I don't need to leave. I've got the ring on my finger. Or he's trapped. Now have you turned the tables on him?
When did you turn into such an absolute idiot? No, I'm not thinking any of these things. It's like this engagement has lowered your IQ. The collective IQ is lowering because yours has halved in the last 2 weeks. No, I did not think.
It's been a long first week back to work, okay? 2021,
I know, you're clearly delirious.
I thought was going to be a ray of sunshine, and this is a very positive thing to come out of it, right? I'm very happy about this engagement, but it hasn't just, swept the crapness of 2020 under the carpet. It's been more just a slow continuation of, France only got 500 vaccine shots in all of last week. I'm like, this vaccine is seeming further and further away, although maybe mom and dad will get it soon enough, and that would be good.
I feel very soothed by the fact that I'm not reading the news, really. I mean, I'm reading the headlines, and then I'm trying not to read the news because I'm just like, I just need to wait. We're going to get the vaccine. I'm not trying not to stress myself out about it, if you know what I mean. But you love stressing yourself out with the news.
No, I don't stress myself.
Listen,
I like to be informed. You're wedding dress shopping now.
I was just about to say that I'm too busy on Cloud 9 buying little suede ballet pumps and wedding dress browsing online.
Did you get your shoes? Did you get
I
those
ordered them,
shoes?
but they haven't arrived yet.
Mine haven't arrived yet either. I bought mine for when I'm your bridesmaid. I didn't tell you.
We're not having matching shoes. That'll be so simple. We'd look so ridiculous.
I bought mine, in my defense, I bought mine in the peach colour. So it's for the after party where we can glide around the dance floor.
Beatrice, stop. I think people need just a little bit of background. They're not in our heads, so they don't know what happened. So basically, Beatrice sent me a link the other day and was like, you should buy these shoes from Anthropology. They're reduced to $40 and they'd be really cute for your wedding. And they're flats, basically. They're like the cutest little kind of ballet flats with a little diamante ankle tie. And Beatrice knows that I love a flat shoe.
I meant for the evening part when everybody goes into the bathroom and puts on the flip-flops, that you will produce these beautiful jewel-encrusted ankle straps, assuming that your ankle swelling has gone down by then in 18 months. And I will sit beside you and put on my peach-coloured same pair, and then we should glide out onto the dance floor.
Like absolutely simple twins. I'd like to point out, I may in fact be wearing flats for the entire thing, knowing me.
Oh.
Although, He's very tall, so I should probably wear a nice pair of wedges for the ceremony.
Oh, pair of wedges, that'd be glorious.
A nice pair of bedazzled wedges, like Robert Pattinson in Twilight, but shoes.
You could wear a pair of buffalo. You always loved them.
You are the one who loved the buffalo. You had the mustard buffalo. You had the actual buffalo. I only ever had the fake ones. Why? I knew it. I knew you were in an annoying mood today. I was like, this isn't going to go well. Beatrice seems like she's out to get me today now. I was like, I knew it. From the text you were sending me going, are you going senile? No, I didn't work in Buffalo. I never worked in Buffalo.
I would never joke about senility, Rosemary, in case it does happen to you.
What about in case it happens to you? You're a lot older than I am.
I know, right?
You're a lot closer too.
I have to say, Mom and Dad were incredibly unsatisfying when you called them to tell them about your engagement, and Dad wouldn't even come to the phone because he was looking at the TV.
Okay, so what happened was I group WhatsApp video called all of you, and you didn't answer. So I had told Mum and Dad already at that point, and then I called Dawn and said, get Beatrice to get on the phone. So then for the second call, Dad had already been told, if you know what I mean. In his defense, but then he did
in his defense
3 minutes later. He did
enough.
Yeah, no, I know. He did absolutely disappear, and we were like, "Where's Dad?" And Mum was gone back to watch his movie.
Mother of God. So seriously though, do you feel different? Like when you may not have had any arguments now since then, but like when you feel little tinges of frustration or whatever, do they just disappear because you're like, he's my future husband and I need to, see no wrong in him?
No, I actually feel more secure in being an absolute bitch to him because I'm like, now I know he really wants to marry me. So I feel like I have more wiggle room. So I feel like I can put my foot down more. A little bit.
If you pardon the pun.
In a nice way. Yeah.
And have you done that?
Well, today I did tell him to change the kitty litter. Like now. Because sometimes I say I'm so romantic. Sometimes I'm like, I think the kitty litter needs to be changed. And today I was like, will you go and change the kitty litter? So that was a change for me.
Good job.
Good job. I'm obviously not as assertive in my relationship as I would like to portray.
Sorry, Brandon. Would you mind changing the? Would you mind if you get a second, please? Thanks.
So that's what I used to do. Was his family delighted?
They were they were delighted, and then they were like, God, like basically every single one of his family was like, I can't believe she hasn't been scared off.
What? Why?
Yeah. I think nice. Yeah, no, but I think they were kind of like, can't believe she hasn't been scared off by our family. Which they're totally nice and normal. Ish.
All your friends have been extremely nice and sent you lots of well wishes and messages and generous gifts.
They have, and cupcakes and cards and wine and flowers. It's so nice, yeah.
Has it been underwhelming, however, to get engaged during COVID, do you think?
Yes, and I actually saw somebody else talking about this. A girl I follow on Instagram, Sarah Hanrahan, got engaged over the New Year as well, and she was saying it's funny because people keep saying, as they keep saying to me as well, like, oh, are you enjoying the celebrations? And like the day after it happened, we had Brandon smoked side of beef, so that was very exciting, so we celebrated with that. But like, you know what I mean? We haven't been seeing anyone, we haven't really gone out for drinks, or there hasn't been the opportunity to celebrate the way you might normally. So it's just been weird, but also I think it's kind of nice because I was thinking about like, would I like to have, say, an engagement party? And I think I would be just like all stressed, like all hassled about it.
Yeah,
the same way I keep getting.
I'd like to meet up with you and have like a glass of champagne, to
oh my God, I'd love that.
That would be nice.
Well, I prefer Prosecco, but yes, something fizzy.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Nice. I was thinking during the week that was really boring for you.
Yeah, but it was also really nice because, like, I know you joke about it, but now that I'm engaged, I can admit it because I'm no longer shopping for a man. But, like, I just like to stay in and sit on the couch, Beatrice, and watch TV, and that's exactly what we did.
And the highlight has to have been the gift from Liam.
Oh, my God. I thought you were talking about the flowers, and I was like, yeah, Liam sent me gorgeous flowers. My very good friend and our podcast producer, Liam, is obsessed with Cameo, this website where you can pay, like, from $25 up to, I think Lindsay Lohan's $175. Like, I think Caitlyn Jenner's the most expensive. But anyway, you can pay money for celebrities to basically record you a short video saying like, hi Beatrice, this is from your parents, Claire and Philip. They want you to know that they really love you, kind of thing. And he had it done by James Marsters, who played Spike in Buffy. Oh my God. But Beatrice, you should have seen. When I opened up the message from Liam, I was like, what is this? What is this? And I was so embarrassed. I went all pink. It was literally as if he'd like as if James Marsters had Skyped me. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? I was so embarrassed. It was amazing. But I was also really disappointed that he had his American accent, because I felt like he's only truly Spike with his British accent. And I've thought about this a lot. I was thinking, if he had done it as Spike, I wouldn't have believed this evil vampire wishing me like well wishes on my engagement. So it's probably just as well that he didn't.
Hey, Rosemary. Hey, Brandon. Liam and Yavar and Rosie the dog want to congratulate you on your upcoming wedding. I think that's fabulous. I think the world needs all the love it can get right now. I'm glad you guys are making some more. It is hoped, that Vinny, the rescue dog, can be the ring bearer. Vinny, if they make you ring bearer, be a good boy or girl. Don't pee on the wedding dress, if I can ask for something. Apparently, Rosemary, you are a banshee slayer. So good on you. Congratulations, guys. Have a beautiful wedding.
He pronounced your name very much like Wild Mountain Thyme, which I appreciated.
And he called me a banshee slayer.
That was amazing. That was, I have to say, Liam outdid himself with that. Now, that was the gift of the engagement. Gift
Oh my God,
of the year.
it was so good. It was so good. And then I uploaded it to Instagram and I tagged him thinking, maybe he'll follow me now. And he did not. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm going to be using that in future.
What? Banshee Slayer?
Cameo.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay Lohan. Who else is on it? Loads of people. Oh, your one Jessica Jones is on it now.
Oh, is she? Oh, I like her. I recommend watching some of Lindsay Lohan's excerpts. They are bizarre.
Quite
something to see, to witness.
Yeah. But we will do a full episode at one stage on, because people have kind of been asking us, I mean, people are, I was going to say nosy, but people have a healthy curiosity about how we met our partners, and they want to know how you got proposed to and what your wedding was like. So we will do a future episode on that, but this is just a little mini update.
Yeah, you need a little bit of time as well too.
I'm engaged.
Yeah, congratulations, Rosemary. Yay.
Thanks.
You also need a little bit of time
insert clapping sounds.
You need a little bit of time to put your Pinterest page together as well, so we can share that with people, all of your various dress options. We can have a vote.
Sorry. My Pinterest page is there
we can
already.
Have a vote on your wedding dress.
No, it's not.
It's a great idea.
We cannot. Oh my God. Thank you so much for listening. We would love it if you would go on to Apple Podcasts and give us a review, 5 stars, please. Tell your friends. And if you would like to take a screenshot of wherever you're listening to this and share it on Instagram stories, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for listening. And you'll have a full episode every Tuesday and the Minisode on Fridays.
Thanks for listening. Congratulations, Rosemary.
Thanks, Beatrice. Bye. Bye. Not Without My Sister is produced by Liam Garrity, sound and original music by Don Kirkland, and our original illustration is by Lindsay Nielsen.
Not Without My Sister is a member of The Warren, the home of great Irish podcasts, as is my podcast, Meet Your Maker. You'll find more great shows at thewarren.ie.